Good evening and thank you for joining us. We begin tonight with a setback for testing of COVID-19 across this country. An Ottawa biotech company is voluntarily recalling a rapid test for the virus after Health Canada raised concerns about its effectiveness. The Spartan test was called a game changer, and provinces were depending on it as they lay out plans to reopen for business. Mike LeCouture has our top story tonight.
It's a diagnosis in the palm of your hand.
It was touted as a quick test for COVID-19 without having to send samples to a lab. But Ottawa-based Spartan Bioscience is recalling its handheld DNA analyzer after Health Canada expressed concerns about the company's proprietary swabs.
While the Spartan system, or the device, performed very well in a laboratory setting and along the specifications that the manufacturer had provided, it was in the real life setting, in the clinical setting, where it didn't perform well.
Dr. Tam doesn't believe this will affect the national testing goal of 60,000 Canadians a day, but it could affect the speed of testing in rural or remote areas. Spartan Bioscience declined our request for an interview, but said in a statement, the same report indicated no concerns regarding the accuracy and analytical performance of Spartan's test reagents and portable DNA analyzer device, adding they will work as quickly as possible to address the concerns and bring its test to market. And there's pressure to act fast. Ontario, Alberta, and Quebec had earmarked millions of dollars to buy the Spartan test kits, while at the same time promising to ramp up testing as they reopen their economies. So with testing still limited, the federal government is putting a focus on personal protective equipment with the creation of a new COVID-19 supply council.
As the economy starts to open in different places in different ways, it is going to be important to have even more personal protective equipment for people working in the private sector in various industries.
The council's job will be to find solutions to build innovative and agile supply chains to maintain Canada's stockpile of medical equipment like ventilators, masks, and other PPE.
This is procurement like it's never been done before for that very reason. We need to be planning for the short and the long term and all eventualities,
including a possible second surge of COVID-19 as provinces start to reopen for business. Mike LeCouture, Global News, Ottawa.
So far in Canada, nearly 1 million Canadians have been tested for COVID-19. Over 59,000 cases have come back positive for the virus since the outbreak began. More than 3,600 people have died. There is more financial help for Canadian families, an increase to the Canada Child Benefit. Anyone receiving a CCB check this month will see an extra $300 per child. Eligible families will see this one-time increase as part of the scheduled May payment. The federal government says this is part of a $2 billion relief fund to help families with the cost of taking care of their kids during this crisis.
The new series that goes inside the COVID-19 pandemic, from the front lines to the everyday heroes helping us cope with the unprecedented change. Coronavirus, the new reality. A Global News special, Sundays at 7 on Global.